Hey everyone, I'm Nick de la Torre with Awaken Catholic, and welcome to Awaken the Word. Today we're reading from the Gospel according to Luke. He entered Jericho and was passing through it. A man was there named Zaccheus. He was a chief tax collector and was rich. He was trying to see who Jesus was, but on account of the crowd he could not, because he was short in stature. He ran ahead and climbed a sycamore tree to see him, because he was going to pass that way. When Jesus came to the place, he looked up and said to him, "Zaccheus, hurry and come down, for I must stay at your house today." So he hurried down and was happy to welcome him. All who saw it began to grumble and said, "He has gone to be the guest of one who is a sinner." Zaccheus stood there and said to the Lord, "Look, half of my possessions, Lord, I will give to the poor, and if I have defrauded anyone or anything, I will pay back 4 times as much." Then Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this house, because he too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek out and to save the lost." Every time I read this story, I crack up a little bit when it talks about how those who were watching this transpire, they were like grumbling to themselves, wait a second, he's going to be the guest of this person who is a sinner? It's kind of hilarious to consider that anyone thinks that they are not a sinner. Who do these people think that they are? But at the same time, we kind of do this, don't we? When we see someone else committing sins or living in a way that is not ideal, not really the way that they should be living, we kind of are quick to judge them as though we don't do the same thing in our own way. There's this guy called Jordan Peterson, and he's kind of the cat's meow amongst those who like to, think deeply about things. And I love how Jordan Peterson challenges us when we look back on something like the Holocaust in Nazi Germany, and when we look back at the soldiers at the time, the Nazi soldiers, and we think to ourselves, that could never be me. I would never do something like that. I would obviously rebel. I would obviously not follow orders. If my superiors were telling me to do some terrible things, I would obviously say, no, I'm not going to do those terrible things. But Jordan Peterson challenges us to really look at that situation, put ourselves into the shoes of one of those Nazi soldiers, and wonder, really, would I be better than them? Would I not be capable of some terrible evil? Because all of us are capable of evil, and we should never think ourselves above those who commit different types of evil, because all of us, if circumstances were different, all of us are capable of atrocities. But that is what's amazing about the salvific grace that Christ offers us from the cross, and the grace that is offered to us through the sacraments, that we are prepared to enter heaven. My invitation to you today is to think back on moments when you have been a little judgmental of the people around you, people that you've observed, and ask God for mercy for those moments of judgment, and ask God to reveal to you, what are the ways in which you are a sinner? What are the ways in which I'm a sinner that I'm not even aware of, that you're not even aware of? I have been Nick. This has been Awaken the Word. And before you go, I just need you to know that Jesus loves you. Peace.